Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. More specifically, we're actually taking a look at a display case for action figures, not just the action figures. So yeah, there's that today. So today we actually have a new product from Collectible Grading Authority. They actually do grading and put things in cases and grade them and send them back out to you know. But you can also buy the actual cases themselves without having your figures graded. And that's actually what I have here today. So specifically, I have picked up the Masters of the Universe Classics display case, which we have right here. They send it out here. It comes with this very lovely instruction sheet, carded figure case, how to open, which we'll be looking at here in just a moment. But yeah, so this thing, it has an SKU number of MOT UC LA. I actually picked up 3 of these very specifically to go with the Masters of the Universe Classics William Stout collection. Some of y'all may have seen some of those already. They're pretty awesome figures, and I wanted to get a nice display case to put those in to keep them pristine. So that's kind of what we have here today. We've got the Masters of the Universe Classics cases here. So let's take a look here. There's not a whole lot to look at, to be honest with you here. We'll get some dimensions here in just a moment here, but we want to just go ahead and kind of show you what it looks like here. It comes in this nice little poly bag here, taped and ready for us to open. So let's just go ahead and open this thing up. It's a clear display case, so yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to see until we get something in it. So bear with me. Did come packaged very well. These things sell for $27.99 on their website, and I'll put a link to the product down in the description below. They also have an eBay store you can go check out as well. The price on the store is the same as on their eBay store, so not going to get a discount or anything like that through them, but yeah, anyways. So, poly bag is pretty much off, opened. Now we just need to pull it out. There we go. Nice clear acrylic. Throw the bag to the side here. And yeah, very nice looking clear acrylic. You've got a couple of straight edges on one side, some rounded corners on the other side, which is very nice. And then you have the actual opening down here at the bottom. And that's actually where the instructions come in. So we'll just go ahead and follow these instructions and see what it says here. Step 1, which we just did, remove your new display case from the poly bag. Step 2, turn your sliding bottom case upside down, like that. Use both thumbs on the left and right side of the sliding bottom door and apply equal pressure with both thumbs and push up at the same time. Step 3 is continue pushing until both sides are removed. Place your item inside the case and replace the bottom, making sure both sides are secure. And it does say up here at the top, when opening your display case for the first time, the acrylic will be a little stiff. Open and close the case 4 or 5 times to ensure consistent ease of use. Please follow the instructions below to avoid damaging your new case. So we're going to try that and see what happens here. So we have it upside down. And basically there is just this little lip here at the bottom. You can just put your fingers in right there and just slide that straight out. And then we'll turn it sideways here and just basically just continue pulling on that until it comes off completely. It's pretty tight in there. That's pretty good though. So we'll just do it like it says here. Do this a couple of times to get it in here. Yeah, so that doesn't line up completely correct, or it's easy to get it off balance, I guess would be the better way of looking at it. And I know you all can't really see that, so I apologize for that. But basically you just kind of have to shove this in here and wedge it in place, and then it locks in pretty easily there. But it lifts out really easily. So there it is, pretty simple. Let's go ahead and grab a figure and see what this looks like with something inside of it, so you can actually see a little bit more about what's going on here. So we have the Masters of the Universe Classics Rebel Leader He-Man from the William Stout collection. Basically, this is the movie version of He-Man, if you did not know. It came out 2019, late December, early January-ish of 2020. So, yeah, very cool figure. Really love this thing. But we have the case here. You just take the figure and just slide it in like so. And it sits in there really snugly. We'll flip that back over to its side. Grab the bottom of that case. And kind of seesaw it back in place. Well, yeah, it's a little tricky to get it lined up and going correctly and evenly. A little bit more challenging than I actually thought it was going to be, but there it goes. Once you actually get it, it latches in place real easily there. So there you go. So that is what this case looks like with the figure inside of it. And we'll zoom in a little bit here so we can see some of the specifics. But yeah, there is not a lot of room for movement. It does slide around just a little bit side to side, just a little bit top to bottom as well, just barely, and I mean barely. We'll look at that here in just a moment here when we can get a little closer there, but all in all, it looks really nice. It does a really great job. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this thing here. You will have to be mindful of fingerprints. I'm sure I've got quite a few of these going all over the place. This is not the final version. This is just a demonstration product here for us to show you everything with here. So yeah, I've got a different figure that will actually go in here at that time. But let's see here. Alright, so zoomed in here, and maybe it's best to flip it over on the side here. So you can see on the side here, there's just a little bit of space for it to slide back and forth on, but again, it's very minuscule. I should grab a ruler, I guess, here so we can see what that looks like, but still. And at the top you can see, well, maybe it's best this way. Just get the focus going correctly here. There you go, just a little bit there. And on the bottom, it sits pretty flush. So that's pretty good. Oh no, it's not bad at all. And again, you can see the round edge right here as opposed to the square edge right here. That's a very nice touch. Nice rounded corners there. So all in all, this thing is pretty cool looking. It does a really good job of fitting everything correctly. The bottom latch is a little tricky, but luckily once it's actually in place here, it's not going to come out, it's not going to slide loose, which it was something I was worried about here. I'll show you. So I've got another acrylic case for some carded G.I. Joe figures. Where is it at here? I actually just pulled it recently. So this is a Recondo figure, but it's basically made the same way. It has that same lip right there. However, it doesn't have the little groove section that this one has at the bottom. So this plate basically just always slides out. And I'm assuming that after some time that may get the same way. So I had to put a little piece of tape on Recondo there. But I am happy to say I've not ran into that so far with this Masters of the Universe Classic case. Try to get this light out of the way here so it's not completely blinding us. So yeah, this is a cool looking case. The price is about right. They are, again, $27.99 plus shipping. The shipping is kind of a beast on these things, though. They ship them very well protected, so you don't have to worry about them coming damaged or anything like that. You saw it came in a poly bag. It's also bubble wrapped together. I actually picked up 3 of these cases. I should have got 4, but it's the problem with ordering stuff sight unseen is you don't know exactly if it's going to work for what you're looking for, if it's going to do anything whatsoever like you want it to. So I went ahead and just picked up 3 of them to start with to see how well it was going to do. So I figured I would get this out there in front of y'all as well so you can see what this looks like. So for me, I am pretty impressed with this thing. Yeah, I mean, as far as improvements go, there are a few things that might be a little bit better. So as you can see here, if we set it on its side like this, let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit here. So you can see that the actual card does not sit flush. So there could be some warping to your figures and your cards later on down the road. With that Recondo figure, just as an aside here, they do have these little guide rails, I guess you could say, that keep the cards flush. They also have one at the top and ones at both sides. So I think if they had included one of those in this case, it would have been perfect. But as it is, it's a very snug fit, so I'm not so worried about it. But you can see there, it does, if your cards are already not exactly straight, you're going to exacerbate the situation a little bit more. And I'm not really happy about that, but that's a little bit better shot right there. So, but yeah, overall it's pretty good. I've not seen any of the other large acrylic cases for these particular figures. They've got a lot of different ones out there for, traditional vintage Masters of the Universe and G.I. Joe and all other sorts of stuff. Zolo World makes good alternatives to these, but I've not actually seen one yet that is for the Masters of the Universe Classics line, so that's why I was really intrigued about this particular product, because it does look like it was just what I was looking for. And the price point is about right. It is a little bit on the heavy side. Again, $30. That's about what most of these figures are worth, except for some of the early releases. So it is kind of hard to justify putting as much into a case as it would be to get a new figure, but that is the way us collectors go sometimes. So yeah, for hard acrylic cases, I think these are a good choice. I'm not really disappointed at all with these. They will fit pretty much any standard Masters of the Universe Classics figure. So we've got the Sorceress here. It'll fit just fine. There's Sorod here that looks like he's fine. It will not fit any of the larger figures. So like Orko. Where is Orko? I know he's around here somewhere. Here we go. So we have like the Orko figure is an oversized card, and it's definitely not going to fit. As you can see here, it's a lot bigger. So yeah, that's kind of out of the question here. So they may eventually have some specifically for these larger figures. They do say on their website though that if you are looking for a specific size that they don't carry, they can custom make them for you. So that's very interesting. I would be really interested in seeing what some of those look like. So yeah, I mean, that's it. This is a Collectible Grading Authority from Peachtree in Norcross, Georgia, actually. So that's pretty cool. They got some cool products. They got more than just these Masters of the Universe Classics figures, cases. They have, standard vintage He-Man figure cases. They've got, I think I sell Ghostbuster figures. They've got G.I. Joe figure cases, Star Wars cases. Most of your traditional toy line collectibles, they have something that will fit for most of that stuff. So if you're looking for something specific, go check out their website, see if they have what you're looking for. I think you'll be really surprised with it. I'm really digging it here. So, yeah, that's it. Well, that's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think of these Collectible Grading Authority Masters of the Universe Classics display cases. Do they fit in your price point? Is there anything special you'd like us to look at while we're here, or to revisit at some point? Do you have anything specific you'd like to know about these cases? Check out their website. I don't know, let me know what you'd like to see in future episodes as well. I'm always reading the comments and trying to find out more stuff to do for y'all. So, yeah, until next time.